Hi Raz Dazzlers, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the Raz Daz family. If you're not part of it yet, do click the little subscribe button so you'll be joining my part of my Raz Daz family on the YouTube little bubble. And click the little bell so you'll be notified of all my Big Jazz Hand videos I do. So in this video I'm going to be doing a kind of get to know me. My sisters asked me some questions. They are like generic questions and personal questions, and she's normally quite brutal with her questions, but hopefully she's been quite kind and she's asked me questions that aren't too much, but we'll see, because sometimes she can be quite intense with her questions. I got her to film the footage, so then I'm going to listen back to it and then answer the questions. I don't know what the questions are yet. I think she's done it quite arty footage, and because they're all quite arty, so I think she's done it really artistic how she's filmed it. And I'm just going to answer the questions that she's asked me. If you want to get involved, do put in the comment box, and like, you can answer the questions also, because it's quite cool to see what you guys think of all this kind of stuff as well. So let's get going, answer these questions. I'm a bit nervous actually, but we'll see how it goes.
What one time do you wish you could go back to?
Okay, so what one time do I wish I could go back to? Okay, this is quite tricky because I am a believer of you do things for a reason and that puts you on the path to where you are. So I don't know on this kind of thing. Like, I suppose it means what kind of best time in your life that you feel you have reached maybe your peak or something, or memories. I mean, there's certain memories that you think, oh, that was such a cool time, I wish you could go back to that, and things, because the feeling that you have at that time. But I wouldn't say an exact time, unless you're just kind of in the background watching the memory rather than redoing it again, because you don't want to go through certain things, because obviously they lead on to, like I say, where you are now. But I don't know if that's just how I think about things, because sometimes I just think like you're still on your journey, you haven't completed what you're doing in your life yet. So I don't know what memory I would go back to, or yeah, there's certain clips maybe I would, with like, there's always that feeling that you feel that something new is going to happen. I always like that feeling, or you know that you're on another path to somewhere or something, like a turning point in your life. Maybe like the memories like that, or if it's a really cool party or a family gathering and it feels magical, that kind of feeling. But I wouldn't say there's one specific time, I don't think. That was very long-winded.
What would you say your most cherished photo is?
So what would I say my most cherished photo is? Probably my most cherished photos are my photos of when all my family are in it. And yeah, I'd say like the whole family are in it, because that's like when you'll get together and have family gatherings, isn't it? I mean, I love looking back on old photos as well when I was younger, and like videos of when I was younger, because we used to have like our own camcorder and we filmed quite a lot of stuff, so it's always really like heartwarming looking back on stuff, because I love that kind of thing. And because we're such a close family and stuff, it's nice just to like re-look over things like that. But I think, yeah, photos of like family members and your close friends and things like that, I think are my most favourite photos to look back on.
What is your favourite time of year?
So what is my favourite time of year? Okay, so for this I'd say I do love springtime, when like all the buds are coming out, and summer. I am such a summer girly. I love being out and about in the summer and just socialising, and I just love the feeling of it, that it's such a magical time again, because it's, I don't know, I think it's because you get the late nights and it just feels nice as well, and you're able to stay out later and you're able to chill on the beach or chill wherever in the countryside, and it's just such nature. It's just like being one at nature and being able to make the most of the light hours basically. And I love the sun. I just like being able to go around the beach and go in the sea and just chilling with friends and family and having barbecues and socialising I am a social butterfly. I do love stuff like that. That's why at the moment with lockdown it's very difficult with that kind of thing, but we only have to do it for a little while, so we'll just carry on as it is basically. But yeah, I do love summer and spring, like the spring feeling of knowing that something's going to happen, and like the buds on the trees and the daffodils and all that kind of stuff. I do as well like winter to some respect, as in you have your fires and the kind of crisp snow and getting wrapped up and going on walks and stuff in the snow and things like that as well. But I think I am probably a summer girly for sure.
Have you got a favourite quote or favourite saying?
So have I got a favourite quote or saying? Well, I think we can all probably repeat this one back to me, because I always say razzle dazzle them. I always do say that a lot, and obviously that's what my channel's called, and I always say all that jazz. Razzle dazzle them goes back to that. It's a phrase that I say that means you sometimes in life you have to kind of do the whole razzle dazzle and just show who you are and show the best side of who you are to people, and you sometimes can get through life being this way, because obviously I've learned, due to how I am with my dyslexia and stuff, I have to learn differently, and that's cool and that's fab with me because it's made me who I am the way I am. But due to this you have to do things differently, and sometimes you do have to shine a different way. So that goes back to that saying for me, and about that, all that jazz as well, goes back to that saying. I do love quotations though, and I'm always looking at new quotations and how they inspire me, and I have used quotations in my work before because I do feel it is something that makes you think of different things and makes you ponder about stuff. So yeah, I'd say my favourite quotation is probably razzle dazzle them, but I do like the one from Shakespeare, life is but a stage, because I do feel like I do live in a musical, and I feel that you are kind of a main character in your life, of course, and if you're not, why aren't you? Because you should be, because it's your life.
What's your favourite cheeky snack?
So what's my favourite cheeky snack? Okay, I am quite a snackaholic now and then, so I have to be a bit tame. I go through stages though of having cravings. I love Frazzles, or certain crisps, and yeah, I have certain cravings, and Pringles, and yeah, so Frazzles is probably my favourite snack. I mean, I love Chinese takeaways as well, but I do love healthy stuff as well, what my sisters find hilarious, because I am one for like having salads and things, and I don't know if it is because once you have a salad you do feel more healthier in yourself, so I don't know if that's why, because I feel that I am very connected to my like soul and body and things, and feel what you do put in, your body does like take on, doesn't it? So maybe that is why. But yeah, definitely Frazzles are probably my snack of what I probably would go to if I think, oh, I really fancy something, I really crave something.
What is your biggest fear?
Okay, so what is my biggest fear? Not maybe feeling I've lived the life that I wanted to live. Maybe. I don't want to think, because I'm always pondering of like different stuff that I want to do and things, but I always, like, part of me does think, oh, like I said, you do things for a reason, but then part of me thinks, am I living the most life that I want to my full as well, because everyone thinks things differently, don't they? But maybe, yeah, sometimes that's my biggest fear, because like sometimes I think about judgment and things like that, but then over time I've kind of thought, well, if someone's going to judge you, they're going to judge you anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Haters are going to hate, so you might as well just be who you are and be happy within yourself. I mean, they're the ones with the issues, aren't they, really? So yeah, I'd probably think that is my biggest fear.
Would you ever get a pet?
So would I ever get a pet? At the moment, probably not, due to, you have two cute doggies that I can always babysit and look after and always hand them back when they get too naughty. So I would, at this top moment in time, no, because I'd rather have my own probably place and stuff to have something like that. And as well, because you've got two cute little dogs, then I'd look after them and I'll be their amazing auntie. And then we can just, yeah, we can go on adventures together, and then I can always be like, give them back at the end of the day. I mean, they can always stay over sleepovers and they'll be like my little pet anyway. So no, not at the moment.
Would you say you suffer from OCD at all?
No, I wouldn't say I suffer from OCD at all. I mean, I do like things in certain places. Well, it sounds a bit funny because that is a bit OCD, but like I like things certain ways in certain, like, I don't know if that is because I'm dyslexia. Certain things I like how I do them, and if someone does something differently, it kind of confuses me a little bit, and I had to take a little while to reprogram myself to thinking that way or doing something that way. But I think that might be due to my dyslexia. I do like things placed in a way that I like them. Yeah, I think it just makes me feel comfortable and at ease, maybe. Maybe that is why, actually. That's probably why, because it makes me feel comfortable and in my environment. But I wouldn't say I have OCD, no. I mean, I've known people with OCD in the past, and I do kind of do certain things to try to push their boundaries a little bit, because I feel like you should do that. Well, not in a horrible way.
What is your most cherished memory?
So what is my most cherished memory? This goes back to a bit like the photos, I guess. I'd say when there isn't one particular one, but I'd say when you get a like gathering and you're all together, like family members and friends and stuff, and you do something like a big holiday, or you do something as a big group of people, and yeah, and you can tell at the time when you're doing it, it feels magical, and that is going to be a memory that sticks with you forever. So I'd say, yeah, it's that kind of thing. When you do something is amazing. There isn't one thing that can pinpoint, because there's quite a few cherished things that I can think of. Yeah, so it's like, or if you're with someone and there's a cherished moment in that little bubble moment in time.
What is your 5-year plan?
Okay, I knew she was going to put this one in there somewhere, because she always says about planning and everything to do with stuff like that. So 5 years, that's quite a big 5 years, it's quite a long time, really. So at the moment, I've obviously moved back to a different area that I was kind of based in. So I'm just kind of finding my feet again a bit. I mean, I would love for my art stuff to take off, or my YouTube stuff to take off, and roll with it that way, and carry on with that. And if that does, that's fabulous, and I can carry on along that path. I mean, I would do in the future want to get my own place, and I am saving for my own place. And if the YouTube stuff doesn't work, or my fine art stuff doesn't work, then I will have to obviously look into working for someone again. What is cool, I mean, it'd probably be something along the lines of an arty job again. But I probably will look into Brighton area rather than London, because I do feel like I'd probably grow better in that kind of area rather than London based place. So I think, yeah, I think that's my main thing at the moment. I mean, I haven't got it set in stone what is going to be my kind of 5-year plan. I mean, ideally I would love to, when obviously lockdown's a bit more sorted, and go more travelling and do more stuff like that, and like I say, have my own place that I can feel settled in and be able to thrive in that kind of thing, really, I guess. I mean, recently I've been working on a lot more to do with myself, and like doing more like meditation stuff and more working out what I kind of need and want. And I think going forward that is going to be, yeah, which way I'm going to go with stuff. Yeah, I think I didn't really cover it completely, but at the moment I think that's the way I'm working. Yeah, I hope they answered your questions. Hope you enjoyed the video of my sisters fire questions at me. To be honest, I don't think they were as bad as I thought they could be or might be, because like I said, sometimes she does go quite intense with her questions. But you never know, if this video does well, she might do another one. If you like this kind of stuff, do give me a thumbs up so I know. And if there's any other questions you want me to answer in another video, do put them in the comment box and then I'll check them out and do a video on that. If you haven't already joined my Razdaz family, click the little subscribe button and click the little bell to be notified of all my Big Jazz Ham videos I do, and I'll keep you updated when I upload a new one. And see you guys later, and stay fabulous.